Lately, it's felt like the clothing trends come so fast you can never keep up. The $300 Shein hauls, feeling like last month's brandy top is now irrelevant, and TikTok fashion vloggers is telling you what you need to buy right now. And it feels like we're buying more and more while feeling worse and worse. Hi guys, it's Reanna. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, or hi if you're new. Today we're going to be talking about a little bit of a more serious topic. The past month or so I've been trying to give it fast fashion, and today I wanted to talk about why we don't need a new summer wardrobe and why society and capitalism is telling us that we need to spend money on all these clothes and is making us feel like we are always behind on the trends, when in reality that is not true. So the first topic I want to get into is what actually is fast fashion. Fast fashion is the design, manufacturing, and marketing method focused on rapidly producing high volumes of clothing. How it works is it replicates runway trends on low quality materials in order to bring inexpensive styles to the mass population. Fast fashion is cheaply made, and due to the accessibility of these clothes, for example, getting like a $5 t-shirt, it leads to overconsumption on our parts. Fast fashion is bad for the environment, bad for garment workers that are paid non-livable wages, most likely in third world countries, and bad for your wallet. Up until the early 2000s, fashion followed four main seasons, the four seasons. So fall, spring, winter, summer. And today we follow 52 micro seasons. That means we are getting a new collection every week. So think about how many clothes are being created, distributed, sold, bought, and the waste that is happening. Because fast fashion pieces are made so quickly, trying to get these weekly collections out, there isn't time to make these clothes properly. There isn't time to get proper materials, put proper care into making these clothes. So they're not made well. So you as the consumer are buying these cheap clothes that are not made to last. They have buttons that fall off. The fit is weird. Fabrics are not prioritized. What ultimately happens is these clothes end up in a landfill because you don't want to wear them. You as the consumer don't really like your $5 t-shirt. To put it environmentally, fast fashion makes up 10% of total global carbon emissions, and 85% of all textiles go to dumps each year. Washing these clothes, because they are made not with good materials, with microplastics in them, releases 500,000 tons of microfibers into the ocean each year, which is the equivalent of 50 billion plastic bottles. I'm not even going to get into like the humanitarian side of fast fashion, like the workers that are not being paid living wages, how during COVID companies just stopped paying their workers altogether because of slowing down on productions and the pollution. That's just a completely different side. But with all this in mind, we know as consumers that fast fashion is bad. I think we understand that when we walk into an H&M and buy like a $10 dress, it's probably not ethically made, but we continue to buy these clothes. And I blame social media on the fact that we feel like it's okay to excessively buy clothes and support these brands, because if we didn't feel the pressure as consumers to always be on trend, always buying new clothes, getting a new wardrobe every season, fast fashion brands would not be profiting off our insecurities. So particularly Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I've shopped at fast fashion stores basically my whole life. This has been a really recent thing of me trying to give up fast fashion, but I do want to say that I'm trying, and if you're watching this video, you're also trying. So the next thing I want to get into is the fashion cycle. The fashion cycle is made up of 5 parts: introduction, increase, peak, decline, and obsolescence. Is that how you say that word? Obsolescence. 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 It's the last part is obsolescence. Introduction, the first stage, is when the new style first enters the fashion world. When this style that no one has ever seen before, or maybe we saw like 30 years ago, suddenly just like shows up on the runway, and everyone was like, oh my god, this is so, what is this? The second stage is increase, or fashion acceptance. So in stage 2, the style gains momentum. So this is when the item starts to be like a trend. Everyone is like, oh my god, what is that? In this stage, fashion leaders, trendsetters, influencers, and celebrities are most likely wearing the item by now. When we see people showing up in Y2K clothing after it's been gone for 20 years, that means we're getting into stage 2. The third stage is peak, and in the third stage, this item is now literally everywhere. So retailers such as H&M and Zara, cheap retailers, cheap fast fashion companies, are now trying to get this item out everywhere because everyone wants it. When we think about items that were like reaching their peak, we can think about how mom jeans came to trend and were suddenly everywhere. The like Y2K summer dresses that everyone wants, how tennis skirts were like all the rage this past year. So after stage 3, the peak, when the item is everywhere and everyone is making it at a variety of price points and it won't leave your eyeballs, we reach stage number 4, which is decline. So in stage number 4, this item is super oversaturated and everyone has it, so everyone kind of gets sick of it. Patchwork tops and pants that were like all the rage on Depop, those kind of like reached their peak and like went into obsolescence this year, and no one is really buying them anymore. And now stage number 5 is obsolescence.
Obsolescence.
And the style is now outdated and nobody wants it. Once something is obsolete, like nobody's wearing it, it can definitely still come back into style during like another season. As we can see, the issue here is not with the fashion cycle. Like fashion cycles are normal. Fashion cycles are meant to come and go. We saw this even like 200 years ago when like the dress hemlines changed. But it's the pace of the cycles that are an issue. Fashion cycles used to function on like a 20-year timeline. If we think back to our parents' generation, they could get away with wearing like the same trendy item for multiple years or even a decade before the silhouette changed. But now items that were worn literally months ago, if we think about like the patchwork tops, are not in style anymore, and this is a big issue. This is due to a variety of factors. To start, influencers are always posting in like the latest clothes, like if clothes are in style like right now. As consumers have to remember, like they probably didn't buy those clothes, they probably sent those clothes because the company wants that promotion. Maybe they don't even like the clothes, but they're on trend and they make money off of being on trend. Also, TikTok hauls make you feel like you're super out of style when people are like, yeah, I just casually spent $200 on Shein, and you're just like, well, should I be doing that? As well, because of the accessibility of new clothes, think H&M, Zara, Shein, we can justify buying new clothes because it's cheap for us. We can buy new clothes if we're only spending $10-15 every time we buy new clothes. But when we take a step back and think about what all this overconsumption and feeling like you need to be on the trends and buying more clothes is leading to, all that's really happening is major corporations are benefiting. They are thriving off your fashion insecurities, and you are spending money that could better be spent elsewhere or not at all. If we think about it, there are really certain things that will never go out of style. Think the little black dress, a good pair of denim, a white button down. These things are just like kind of always there. They're like good pieces to invest in. And for a person like me who doesn't want to support fast fashion for ethical and wallet reasons, I don't really want to be spending all my money, it can feel really overwhelming on where to shop. To start, because this should be said, the most ethical, sustainable, environmentally conscious clothes are the clothes that you already own. The clothes in your room right now, the clothes on your body, the clothes you wear and love. They're already there, they already exist, it doesn't really matter where they're from. So before buying anything new, even if it is from a fast fashion store, think, do I really need this item? Do I really want this item? How, when, where am I going to style this item? So for example, I live in Canada, it's cold a good chunk of the year. I'm not going to go and buy out like 20 summer dresses, even if they're all ethically made and I love them, because weather plays a big part in what you actually wear day to day. So I think it's really important to shop with intention. Online shopping is great, and I know people kind of get addicted to that feeling of online shopping and having their packages arrive. But it's important that we remember, like, do we actually need these clothes? Do we want them? Will we wear them? Will we love them? Before we go spend our money. I also like to borrow clothes from my parents, friends, family, etc. And borrowing clothes and wearing the clothes you already have is always the cheapest option. Next best thing after wearing the clothes you already own and love and borrowing is to shop secondhand. So apps like Depop, Vinted, and even Facebook Marketplace. I don't know if this is for people who are under 18, but like my Facebook Marketplace has been acting up weird, so I go on my parents' Facebook Marketplace if I really want to look. But those are just some secondhand places that are really good. And if you have the time and resources, traditional thrifting is also great, but just like any clothing you buy, even if you're buying it secondhand, try to shop with purpose and intention, because that is the best thing you can do. But if you can't shop secondhand, there are really great ethical brands out there that you can support. I haven't bought from all the brands I'm going to share, but it can get kind of confusing on where to find sustainable brands, because when you search on Google for like a white tank top, sustainable brands usually don't come up, fast fashion companies come up. And I do want to say that when I say sustainable, I mean like ethically produced, not on a sweatshop. They're mindful about packaging and their carbon emissions as well as their materials. So if you're looking for basics, the first website I would recommend is Everlane. So I was on their website today and it really just reminds me of Aritzia. They sell everything from t-shirts, dresses, skirts, shirts, activewear, underwear, and recently swimwear. So a wide variety of things. I know with sustainable brands, sometimes the options are really limited. They're not crazy expensive for a sustainable brand, which is really good. They are very similar to like Aritzia pricing, and to be honest, their website really feels like Aritzia. So if you are an Aritzia addict, Everlane is really great. So a tank top from them is $42 Canadian. If you're in the US, it's going to be cheaper. If you're in the UK, it's going to be cheaper, because the Canadian dollar is awful. We love Canada. And a pair of shorts is $53. The next website I would recommend is Organic Basics. So they are UK based, which is kind of bad for Canadians because the Canadian dollar is so bad, plus like shipping, it's far away. But if you're in the UK, it's really great. They offer bras, underwear, dresses, t-shirts, leggings, tights, just like all the basics. They're really good for things that you can't thrift, like underwear, socks, tights, and things that you want to get new. They are on the pricier side compared to Everlane. A basic tee from them is $55 US and a bra is $47. So if you can't afford Organic Basics, they're really great, and their website is super user friendly, and about their cotton materials, how everything is produced is all written for you to read. The next company I would check out is the Foundationals. So they are best known for their Easy Does It tank that is $38 US, but they also offer hoodies, pants, and shorts. I don't know too much about them, and they have pretty limited stock, but again, it's just another good sustainable brand. Another brand to check out is Mary Young. So they are a Canadian undergarment brand. So they specialize in like bodysuits, bras, underwear, very much similar pricing to Aritzia again. So a bodysuit from them is $68 and bras are around $58. They have a lot of variety in bras. They have like cute lingerie if you're into that. And they also have sports bra type things. Mary Young is really good if you're Canadian because they're Canadian based. Another cool company to check out is the 100 Club. So how this company works is, it's really cool actually. Only 100 pieces of every item is made. They offer really cool t-shirts, hoodies, crew necks, and sweats with like super unique graphics. It's kind of a hassle if you live in Canada to order from UK because I think you have to pay for shipping. But you can feel really special with your unique t-shirt that only 99 other people have. Another great company is Packed. So they have undergarments, sweaters, leggings, sleepwear, and also bedding. Like if you want to get new sheets, sustainable sheets. I don't currently need new sheets, but Packed has them. And a tank top from them is $30 Canadian and a pair of leggings is $66 Canadian. Their cotton is grown organically and uses no toxic chemicals, so Packed is super great. And obviously there are other shops, Instagram shops, Depop shops, online shops that offer super unique handmade pieces such as like crocheted items and one-of-a-kind sweaters, but I wanted to recommend companies where you could find your like basic shorts and a t-shirt for summer because I feel like those are the items that you tend to buy fast fashion. The next section I wanted to get into is activewear because at least for me, I love to spend my summer just chilling in activewear, chilling in sports bras and leggings because it's so comfortable. First up is Girlfriend Collective. I literally love their website so much. They make activewear from old plastic bottles. They have sports bras, leggings, biker shorts, hoodies, sweats, undergarments, and they even just came out with swimwear. Sadly, they currently only ship to US and Australia. Their pricing is super comparable to Lululemon, if not cheaper. Leggings from them are $68 US and bras are $38, so not too expensive. They are also super size inclusive, like on their website in their size range. They go from an extra small to 6XL because I know with sustainable fashion it can be hard to find your size sometimes because they are making so little of a clothing item. So Girlfriend Collective is really great and I love their website so much. Another great website for activewear is Tala. They offer leggings, bras, loungewear, hoodies, and undergarments. Similar pricing to Girlfriend Collective, and I'm pretty sure they're UK based because all their pricing is in pounds. So leggings are £42 and a bra is $36. The next category I wanted to touch on is swimwear. I feel like getting cheap bathing suits is so normalized, especially from places such as Shein, because you're like, well, it's a bathing suit. Like, I don't want to spend $200 on like a tiny piece of fabric. And because it's a seasonal thing, at least where I live, it's really tempting to buy cheap and buy fast fashion. In terms of swimwear, the first place I would recommend is YouSwim. I love this website so much. I've literally been stalking them for the past 3 months and finally placed the order today. They are size inclusive, ethically made in the UK. Their products are made to last. And basically how their swimwear works is everything is one size, but not like a Brandy Melville one size. Basically how the fabric is, it's made to stretch on your body. And they can fit anywhere from the US size 2 to 14 or UK size 6 to 18. And they are working on their extended sizing, but you can check out their Instagram for more details. Everything is made in England, it's UK based. But I will say that they are definitely on the pricier side compared to a Shein or an H&M bikini. Sadly, like the price is the one thing that I feel like turns people away from the website because they have such good values in promotion and sustainability efforts. Their styles are super timeless and they're really more of an investment piece. All their bikinis are super simple and just like super cute colors. There's nothing that's like too trendy. Like it's not going to be a Y2K bikini, but there's something that you can wear for the next 5, 10, 15 years even. A swimsuit does come out to 184 Canadian dollars with shipping, and if you're Canadian like me, you have to pay duties, but if you're pretty much anywhere else in the world, I don't think you have to pay duties. So yes, I finally placed my order on YouSwim. I was debating a lot because of how expensive they were, but how I saw it was there are companies like Frankie's Bikinis and 437 that are charging so much for swimsuits that are not ethically made, and I was like, I love this company so much, I'll buy it. If I don't like it, I will return it. But I want to give them a try. Maybe I'll love the bikini. I do want to mention that Everlane and Girlfriend Collective has swimwear, so you can check those out also. Lastly, for swimwear, I want to say that Instagram brands offer a lot of ethical swimwear, but for me, a lot of the Instagram brands I would find were US or Australian based, so it would cost me a lot to get them shipped to Canada. So try when you're searching for Instagram, like swimwear
wear handmade swimwear brands that are sustainable, try to just like shop locally. But I did find this one company called Shop or Die. It's like this one girl who makes bikinis in California. I like found her on TikTok. She makes super trendy reversible bikinis. They're like made to order. She can even do like custom sizing. I love her so much. And it is $70 US for a set. And I think in the US she does free shipping also. So if you're in the United States, snatch it up. I feel like it's really standard pricing for Shop or Die compared to like Black Bow Swim at $437, like $70 for a custom top and bottom that's reversible. Seems like a pretty good deal to me. With swimwear, I would say try to wear the bathing suits you already have that you love, and if you can, borrow from friends and family. I like stole a couple bathing suits from my mom because I didn't want to buy too many. And Etsy has a lot of great sellers that do like handmade bikinis. So these are just a couple of brands that I found that look really nice and have really amazing websites and values and sustainability efforts. But there are so many more out there, so just like explore Instagram, social media to find these companies. And I also love to follow like influencers that care about sustainability, because then they like tag their clothing companies and that helps me find more companies. But I do want to say that sustainability doesn't have to be perfect. The fact that you cared enough to watch this video is already enough, because you are conscious enough to even think about if clothes are ethically made. Long term, it's a lot easier to just find your own personal style and over the years collect pieces that you really love and will wear for many years to come, and just build your wardrobe. You don't need to have a complete wardrobe right this second. But with that, I'm gonna end it off. Thank you so much for watching. You can subscribe down below for more content. Let me know if you want to chat in the comments or if any fun sustainable brands. Everything I mentioned will be linked down below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!